Wowie, did Dai run out of money? Gamera vs Zigra once again feels like one big ad, this time for Kamogawa SeaWorld, which opened the year before. The main kids live there with their family, the antagonists are ocean-based, there's a heavy-handed marine conservation message, you get the idea. And that's without the constant mentioning and showing how happy the orcas are, you guys. They're so happy, they're not mistreated at all. Wow, look at them, they're so happy here. The action sequences in this one felt weirdly slow and unexciting to me. Unlike previous entries, there just isn't as much fun to be had here. That isn't to say that there isn't fun to be found in this film, there's plenty of it, it's just not as much as I would like, unfortunately. Personally, I think that the design of Zigra is partly to blame for this. Having a fish as an antagonist kind of sounds like a good idea, but in practice it just does not work. Certainly because of budget issues, the suit and general design are limited, and the light bulb in the head just looks dumb as hell. It all just doesn't quite work for me. It's perhaps not surprising then that the movie was made for under $100,000 at time of release and under $1 million when adjusted for inflation. Dai did go bankrupt shortly after this film's release, which is a massive shame, but does help explain the drop-off in these films' quality as they go along. It's a real trope in this series to have some kids in some submarines. I don't get why it's a trope, but it's once again in this film. At least this one is kind of ocean-based, so it makes a bit more sense. But, you know, it's a constant through line throughout these films. The kids here feel like they're slightly too young and end up feeling too stilted and line-ready rather than being able to deliver decent child performances, or, you know, at the very least, okay child performances. I like the hypnotized lady that you think is an alien, but psych, she's actually just a human. That's fun. She has a really just fun energy in general that I think really works for this film. Her little eye twinkle and snap hypnotism thing is entirely the energy I want going into these films, and the scene of her stealing the clothes has big Terminator energy. All in all, it's a massive shame to see that this is how the Showa series of Gamera ends. It's not even that it's an especially bad film per se, it's more that because Dai ran out of money, they couldn't afford to make it live up to the previous installments in the series. It's back to Godzilla now as I round out the Showa era series, starting with Godzilla vs. Hedorah.